Good morning, students. Our next chapter is alternating current. From generator, we can generate the alternating EMF, alternating voltage, or alternating current. So, what is alternating current means? The current is changes periodically. For every half cycle, the induced EMF is the direction of the induced EMF is changes. The induced EMF direction is for every half cycle it will be changes. So at the time the current is changes. So this is the output we are getting from the last chapter. And what is the direct current means? The current remains constant with respect to time. But if suppose the magnitude of the current is changes with respect to time, that is called as the alternating current. The magnitude of the current varies with the time. In alternating current, the magnitude of the current remains constant in direct current. So here electrons flow in both the direction, but here electrons flow in one direction only. So if suppose alternating current symbol, it is connected to a bulb. I am connecting through a bulb it is. And it is the bulb again, but it is connected to a battery. It is a symbol for battery, it is the symbol for alternating current or alternating voltage. So alternating voltage you have to apply. So for first half cycle, it will become as a positive. Then the current flow from where to where means positive to negative. The current flow from, it is the direction. And the electron flow from opposite for that. It is the direction of the electron. For next half cycle, the current flow from it along this direction. That means it is the direction of current flow. It is the direction of electron flow. So in both manner, the current will be flowing both the direction. But here you have to take the indirect current. So we are using the batteries for producing the direct current. Here the current is flowing from through only positive to negative. It is the direction of the current flow and it is the direction of the electron flow. So here electrons flow in both the directions in alternating current and electron flow in one direction. So we can generate the alternating by using generators, but here we can use the cells. So here we can generate the alternating current means at that time the coil is rotating in a uniform magnetic field. That rotation frequency is changes from one place to another, that is for here 50 Hz to 60 Hz. But here it is not depending upon frequency. Here the current remains constant. There is no change of its any value of current. Here the current remains constant. Here the examples for this battery. And what are the applications? For long distance communication we can use the alternating current, and our household application we can use the alternating current for refrigerators, washing machines, ovens, like fans. So, and one more very best example for this, a transformer, that is your next topic. So here AC alternating voltage or alternating current you have to change it. So from low to high or high to low, so it is converted by using transformer. It is very important. So by using transformer we can convert the voltage from low to high. If suppose it is the 50 volts output, I will give the input, so this will be converted into the 500 volts, or 50 volts I will be given, it will be converted into the 5 volts. So this process is called 50 volts to 500 volts. So we can increasing the voltage. This is called as the step up transformer, and 50 volts to 5 volts it is the step down transformer. So by using step up transformer we can increase the voltage, and by using step down transformer we can decrease the voltage. That means we can give high voltage and low voltage, we can easy to convert is possible by only alternating voltage. And next this is the introduction about this chapter. For next some mathematics part is also there for this. this will be helpful for next topics. It is also introduction in that. Some basic trigonometry functions. What is the average value of a function? If suppose here the current will be flowing in which manner? Alternating current in sine function. So then what is the average value of that sine function? So for any function from within the period of 0 to t, the average function, so the average function for a complete cycle is equal to, this is indicated, it is the average function f of t is equal to, it is the notation for average function or a mean value. So average function or mean value, that is equal to 1 by t integration 0 to t f of t dt. It is the formula, f of t dt. So the average value of a function f of t over a period is equal to f of t 1 by f of t, average value of f of t is equal to 1 by t integration 0 to t f of t dt. It is very important. So here we can useful some average values of sine square omega t. What is the average value of sine square omega t? What is the average value of cos 2 omega t? How they will be solved, I will explain here. So what is the average value of the cos omega t or sine square omega t? First I will do the sine square omega t. What is the average? It is a function. So then what is the average function formula? 1 by t integration 0 to t sine square omega t dt. So how to solve this? It is the integration 1 by t sine square omega t. So this can be written as 0 to t sine square omega t can be written as 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2 into dt. So if suppose this 2 is taken outside, 1 by 2t, integration of 1 means t, small t. You have to apply the limits for this 0 to t. And what is the integration of cos 2 omega t means? It is sine 2 omega t by 2 omega. Then you have to apply the limits 0 to t. So 1 by 2t. So upper limit minus lower limit, t minus 0 here, and minus sine 2 omega t. Here omega is equal to 2 pi by t. For complete cycle it is 2 pi by t. So 1 by 2 omega I have to take an outside. Sine 2 omega t, sine 2 omega, omega means here 2 pi by t into capital T minus upper limit of small t is equal to here capital T, and lower limit of sine 2 omega t is equal to 0. Then sine total is 0. T get cancelled. Sine 4 pi. Sine n pi is already 0. So automatically this term goes to 0. This term goes to 0. Sine 0 is 0. Sine n pi, that means sine 4 pi is also 0. Automatically this total term goes to 0. 1 by t. T minus 0 means t. So t get cancelled. What is the value we are getting? Average value of sine square omega t is equal to half. And what is the value, average value of cos 2 omega t? So average function, for function, what is the value? 1 by t integration 0 to t f of t. What is the function here? Cos 2 omega t into dt. 1 by t integration of cos 2 omega t is equal, cos 2 omega t is equal to sine 2 omega t by 2 omega 0 to t. So 2 omega taken outside if suppose. So 2 omega capital T taken outside. So upper limit sine 2 omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Upper limit of t is equal to capital T minus sine 2 omega into 0. That means total it is 0. Means sine 0 0. T get cancelled. Sine 4 pi is also 0. Automatically 0. Average value of cos 2 omega t is equal to 0. These two are helpful for next calculation parts. And also we can use the formula of we can in case of alternating current, we can take the current is small I, that is equal to Im sine omega t, and V is equal to Vm sine omega t. How to use? In case of direct current, we can use the terms capital I and capital V. In case of power, capital P. Here it is a power P. And next one more is there here. What is IRMS? IRMS is nothing but here capital I. Capital I means IRMS. IRMS means root mean square. It is the root mean square. What is that square? I square. So I root mean square. Root mean square. This can be written as root of mean of I square. Mean means it is the notation, average. I square means what is I is equal to here Im square sine square omega t. So Im within the root it will be taken out, that it will become Im, and root of average value of sine square omega t. Average value of sine square omega t is equal to, already you derived, that is half. So root of 1 by 2, that is equal to Im by root 2. So similarly Vrms is equal to also Vm by root 2. IRMS is equal to Im by root 2, Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2. So here Vrms means capital V. In case of direct current, V is equal to Vm by root 2, I means Im by root 2. IRMS means I, that is equal to Im by root 2. Okay, Im means maximum current, that means amplitude of that current is maximum amplitude, it is here to taken as, and it can be written as 1 by root 2 is equal to 0.707 into Im. These are helpful. So up to now what you solved, what is the alternating current mean? That current is changes, the magnitude of the current varies with the time, and in direct current it remains constant. The current remains, the magnitude of the current remains constant. Electrons flow is both the direction, but here electrons in only one direction, and we can applications are there. And what is the average function we have to derive now? What is the average function formula? Average function f of t is equal to, what is the formula? 1 by t integration 0 to t, that f of t into dt. If suppose the average function of sine square omega t is equal to, what is the value we are getting? Half. What is the average value of cos 2 omega t? 0. And what is IRMS? Small I means alternating current case. IRMS is equal to Im by root 2. That is equal to capital I is equal to IRMS, that is equal to 0.707 Im. And similarly capital V is equal to Vrms, that is equal to Vm by root 2, that is equal to 0.707 Vm. What is the formula for power is equal to, in case of alternating current you have to use the formula, power is equal to already Vi. V means Vm sine omega t. Im means Im sine omega t. Vm sine omega t, Im sine omega t, like that. Otherwise we can use the formula for P is equal to V means according to Ohm's law V is equal to IR, that means I into I square R. Otherwise I is equal to V by R, that means V square by R. These are the formulas you have to use. Okay, all of you remind these formulas. These are all the introduction about the alternating current.